Oh, what's it called? You giving trade right now? Oh,
Watch the plan, bro.
Oh my God. Welcome back. It's another episode of Upfront with Trey Real. I'm your boy, Trey Real. And I got my boy back with me again.
Hi.
How have you been, Feasty boy? Welcome back.
I've been great. How have you been?
I've been amazing.
You look amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
I think it's the skin.
Oh, stop.
I'm being serious.
And I have this badge on around my neck.
I mean, you look like a bucket of flowers. You look good.
What kind of flower?
The kind that's on your shirt.
Oh my God, this is casual luxury.
I had the same shirt on earlier.
Listen, you should have wore it. We could have been twinning.
I spilled mustard on it. It was pretzel day at work today.
Oh.
I had to get two.
Well, for those of you who aren't in Philadelphia, pretzels are a big thing here. Soft pretzel.
Philly soft.
Yeah, it's a staple. Like, you guys may know of the Philly cheesesteak.
Right.
But for Philadelphians, it's the soft pretzel.
Do you eat pretzels?
Yes,
Do you prefer the nuggets or the actual pretzel?
the actual pretzel.
Do you think they taste different?
Yes.
Bitch, it's the same thing cut up.
No, I think they do taste different. I feel like the nuggets are more concentrated with oil.
Okay.
So it's just my theory that I just made up.
Yeah, just now. It's the same fucking pretzel. It's the same pretzel.
And they just cut them in little nuggets.
And they just cut them in little nuggets.
Well, you know.
Like the girls, they be the same girls, just bigger butts.
Oh my God. I seen this video of, speaking of bigger butts, I seen a video of like a waiting room, and it was nothing but a bunch of girls with like hospital gowns on, and someone was walking with walkers and stuff, and nobody was sitting down. And then the caption said they all just got their butts done.
See, I'm not doing it. I'm lazy.
I
like
can't
to
imagine
sit
not being
down.
able to sit on mine.
I be in the club leaning against the wall.
I cannot imagine not being able to sit on my freaking derriere.
And they do that for a very long time.
Very long time. So what's going on in your world?
Nothing. The world is opening back up, so I'm back to filming. I'm back to traveling. So, I mean, life is life. I'm enjoying it.
So you're booked and busy.
I am booked and busy.
Come on, Kelly Price.
I don't. Why can't be Kelly Rowland?
No, because that ain't who
She
said
ain't
it.
booked. And she ain't
said
booked
it.
either.
Don't do
She
Kalinja
not-
like that. No, don't do her. That's
She
my
just
girl.
had a
Don't do
baby.
her.
I love her. Gorgeous.
Don't do the beautiful
Not booked.
brown skin.
Not booked.
What she say? Something. My drip broke the levee when my Kelly's rolling.
Nah,
Did you know that the Beyonce lyrics? Are you serious? On brown skin girls?
I never listened to Brown Skin Girls.
What? Oh my God! You are just like boom, 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 boom. Every time you hear, you just blow me out the water with something else. Boom.
I know it if I hear it, but I haven't listened to it. Like, I've never heard the song in its entirety.
Oh wow!
Sorry guys, I'm still a Beyonce fan. Please don't attack me.
I'm a little offended.
Wow, don't be. But you know, how have you been?
I have been amazing. I've been amazing. Working. Work is work.
Okay.
Who wants to talk about work when they're not at work?
I want to talk about your exciting social life. A bitch be out every other night.
Oh my God, not that much. Not that much.
Bitch, from Friday to I left you Wednesday.
No.
You were out Friday.
We went out Wednesday.
We went out Wednesday. You were out Friday. I want to say you might have went somewhere Thursday and I just didn't catch it.
I probably did.
Friday you were out. Saturday you out. Sunday you out. And then somebody reposted you singing karaoke, which was out. So, I mean.
Oh my God, it was just the other night too. Tuesday I was out because they had a ball.
How was the ball?
The Philly Nostalgia Ball. It was really good. Shout out to Jason. Good ball. I really enjoyed myself.
I seen like a lot of clips from it. It looked like it was popping.
Yeah, all the legends were out. All the girls were out.
Well, I can't say that because I was here.
Ooh.
You know, but
yes, you pee for that one.
But no, I definitely seen you out every day. No, yeah,
Oh my God,
we not gonna
stop.
tiptoe around that.
We trying to get away from that.
Yeah, definitely saw you out every day.
I tried to get away from that. The children was out. The girls were fighting.
Really?
The girls were fighting,
At
honey.
the ball?
No.
Where?
They was fighting downtown.
But I mean, it's
in
not,
the neighborhood.
It's not downtown if you ain't fight. If it ain't a fight.
Yeah.
They've been fighting downtown since I was 16.
Well, child, them children was knucking and bucking out there.
It's the young gays.
I said,
It's the young gays. It's the Lil Nas X running around.
You know that meme where that GIF where the little white baby like is walking in the room and they like and they turn around. Like I was walking up and I seen I turned around. Not for me.
Listen,
I don't need nobody to accidentally hit me.
And you know the gays like to mace and throw shit.
Yes.
Sit them out.
Oh, these the new girls, honey. They shoot. The new girls shoot, honey.
I don't want to get shot.
I don't want to get shot neither.
I don't want to get stabbed either, but I definitely don't want to get shot.
I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get stabbed. I don't want to get slapped.
Let me tell you.
I don't want to get punched. I don't want to get kicked.
These
don't put your
bones-
motherfucking hands on me.
These bones is old.
That
These
part
bones
right
is
there.
old. So I'm aiming to kill.
That part. But yeah, besides that, I mean, I didn't really do nothing. I went to karaoke last night at my girlfriend's establishment. She has a hookah lounge, and it's called the Loft Lounge out in Manioc. Shout out to Eway. It's really good. You know, I had a chance to sing a little bit.
Oh.
You know, and
I missed that.
let my vocals do the walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
You let your vocals do the walk.
Yeah. They was going out, you know, there was a little something.
Okay, walking right out the door.
Yeah.
Got it.
I try to be Christian. I
Listen,
try.
When you say vocals, I'm expecting like Fantasia. That's like Beyonce is a vocalist.
Okay.
Calandra is a singer.
Okay, child. Let's move on. Let's go ahead, because let's go ahead and jump into that. I'm gonna tell you right now, like this is probably gonna be heavy for me.
Okay.
This is gonna be heavy for me because
What they say, heavy is he who wears the crown.
heavy is the head that carries the crown.
Yep,
but you know what? I don't even like that.
Why?
Because for my birthday, I wanted to do a photo shoot. I was going to do a photo shoot.
Okay.
And I know I wanted to incorporate a crown.
Okay. And
I didn't want it because I wanted a quote to be inscribed in the photo in the bottom.
Okay.
And I don't want to incorporate a crown. I was just trying to come up what is a quote? What is a quote? What is a quote? And then it kept coming up like heavy is the head that wears the crown, that carries the crown, or whatever. And I'm like, child, everybody done that. Everybody done said it and captioned that.
But
like,
it's not about who done it. It's how they do it. So.
It's true. So I had just prayed about it, and I was laying in the bed one night, and it came to me like an epiphany. And so my idea.
Okay, Chris It's like R&B
I'm trying
album.
to welcome her back.
That's what
you know, last episode, you know, because she was canceled for a while.
She still is.
That's my girl. Shout out to you, Cassette. I'm trying to welcome you back, sis. I need that music. I love your voice. We all make mistakes, and you've atoned for your sin. Okay? So the concept that I had come up with was I wanted a throne.
Okay.
And then I wanted to be sitting on the throne.
Okay.
And I wanted to have the crown in my hand. And I wanted to be like leaned over the throne with my head back, laughing.
Like your ponytail is like.
Yeah, like laughing. And my leg is thrown over the side of the chair. Okay. And that's what I wanted. And the crown is just in my hand. And then the inscription was going to say, the crown is one thing, but the throne is something else. Because what?
So you just changed that whole caption from "He who sits in the throne."
Because I thought about it, and the thought process behind it was, what are you with a crown? You're nothing more than a man with a crown. In order to be a king, you must occupy the throne.
Okay.
So the crown is one thing, but the throne is something else.
I never thought about it like that. I mean, you went real literal on it.
And
So I
so
never thought about that.
that's why I wanted the crown in my hand and not in my head. But the whole me throwing my leg over the throne, the arm of the throne, and leaning my head back, it's like pure occupy. This is my moment. I occupy the throne.
I can see that.
I'm no longer just a prince or someone who wears a crown because I occupy this space as a kingdom and as a leader. So that was my thought process behind it.
It was real Lion King just now. Real like
Simba, everything that the light touches belongs to us.
Okay, James Earl Jones.
No, so anyways, so let's jump into what's been wowing us this week. And I think we gave you a shout out, homegirl, Shacarri.
Okay.
We gave homegirl a shout out because she deserved it. And she still deserves it. Because she is still the fastest female runner in this fucking country.
And the best thing about it is she's a woman of color.
Yes. So to bring everybody up to the news, Shacarri pissed hot. She had a positive drug analysis, drug urine analysis.
Stop this surprising me with
Okay.
catchphrases.
Shacarri Richardson tested positive for THC, which we know is found in marijuana. Mm-hmm. She had a positive drug urine analysis.
Child, she tested positive for marijuana.
Hot piss, see?
Yeah,
that's what I said.
Listen, she was out here riding dirty and they caught her.
Yeah.
Pulled her over.
And so first she was, her penalty is she got suspended for 30 days.
Right.
And during the suspension, and within that 30 days, of course, we know the Tokyo Olympics is going to happen, so she would not be meet the qualifications to run in her primary event, which is the 100-meter.
Exactly.
But there was an opportunity that said that she may get an opportunity to run on the relay team. Mm-hmm. And I believe yesterday or the day before or something like that.
She declined it.
No, she didn't decline it.
Or they removed her completely.
When the list came out, she wasn't on the list. And that's all we know. Like, they didn't say if she declined it or if she was purposely stopped or whatever the case may be. But everybody in the black community is like, oh, let that girl run. Let that girl run. It was just weed. How do you feel?
I feel like she was dead the fuck wrong. She was wrong. At the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong, regardless of whether it's a performance enhancement drug or not. Drugs are not permitted. That's just the bottom line.
Exactly.
That's like you going to work and you know somebody gets a promotion over you, even though you work hard, but your piss you got hot piss. Mm-hmm. So you should be able to get it because you broke the rules.
Yeah, you broke the rules. You ever pissed hot?
No, because I don't partake in recreational drugs.
Oh, medicinal use?
None whatsoever.
So I pissed hot.
Bitch, that doesn't surprise me.
Oh my God. I pissed hot twice.
The
first time I pissed hot, I was like 18 or 19 years old.
And first of all, at 18 and 19, I mean, I guess that's what kids do. That's what teenagers do.
But I pissed hot for coke.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had applied for a job I had got hired with MetLife Insurance.
Get to the coke part.
Okay, I'm going to
I'm watching the Mary documentary.
Wait, so this is the crazy thing. I took the drug test for MetLife, let's say Monday.
Okay.
And then at the time I was still going through the process to go and join the Army as well. So I went and took the piss test.
Bitch, you was risking it all.
So, period. From early on. Balls to the wall, baby.
Okay.
What's up?
Okay.
But the very next day, I had to go to the MEP station and take the piss test for the Army. I got in the Army, girl. But Matt Life, honey,
you about to go jump. You about to go jeopardize your life. Come on over.
Matt Life.
You come over to as you are.
Yeah, Matt Life. They contact me and they was just like, "Oh, you had positive urinalysis. Cocaine strains was found in your urine." I'm like, "Okay."
So you was doing cocaine.
Yeah,
How was you doing it?
bumping.
Oh, okay.
No. You know what? I wasn't bumping. It was lines.
Because I heard like,
Yeah, back then it was lines. I was in New York.
because one of my friends was telling me how like he puts it on his gums because it gives him a quicker high.
It gives you, and you don't have to worry about the nasal, the dryness in the nasal passage. Why am I sitting here talking like this is like some shit? Listen, I don't do drugs, y'all. Trust me. I'm just a very transparent. I told you on episode 1 that I would be transparent.
No one called you a crackhead.
And that's
no
girl,
one called you.
You know I tried crack too.
Bitch.
I probably tried crack when I was 16.
You trying women, you trying crack. Oh.
Listen, the craziest thing is you find yourself being nosy. And I tell people all the time, they be like, "Well, Trey, you look like this.
Trey,
You look so good."
I'm like gagging right now.
I'm finna tell you what happened.
What?
So I was messing with this drug dealer. All right.
Okay.
I used to hang out with his mom because I was done with school at 16, all that stuff. So I thought I was grown. I was drinking and smoking since I was like 12. So I'm out ripping and running the streets, and I'm hanging with his mom. He's older than me, over the age of 21. His mother, so that means his mother was way older than me. His mother was older than my mother.
You not about to tell me this boy mom had you.
Listen. So we was, I had heard around like in the neighborhood that she allegedly smoked crack. But she didn't look like a crackhead. She never did nothing. She was with me or nothing like that.
Right.
So we sitting around at their house drinking or whatever, and I'm just like, you know what? I want to try crack.
Bitch, who says I want to try crack?
I did. I'm telling you, I did.
What kind of shit? What?
Because I
I
wanted
gotta
to see
rewatch episode 1 because clearly I fucking misinterpreted, a hard life because bitch, I wanted to try crack. Like crack was just laying around in the store.
Like,
what?
listen, I wanted to see what her response was going to be. And her response is, okay, this is amazing. I think I'm going to introduce a segment. And this part right here is an introduction to a segment that I like to call My Gag.
And
my
bitch,
gag.
you tend to do that a lot for me.
So gag, let's break it down as an acronym. GAG. So it's my glitter ain't gold. So in every episode, I'll give you my gag. And so this is my gag. So her response was, okay, come on. And went in the bedroom, child.
Bitch, and how old was you?
Bitch, I was like 16, 15, 16. Yeah. She,
Miss, if you watching this, I wish Child Protective Services would have came and took your kids because you deserve to go
down. But yeah, so then she says, let's go to the bedroom. Go in the bedroom. She put out a little glass thing like this, little pipe, and it had the stuff that you scrape your dishes with in it.
The Brillo pad?
Yeah, but it was the copper one.
Okay.
The Troy boy. And so it was in there. She took the little pieces of the rock and she put it on there and she lit it up and she gave it to my mouth and she lit it and she said, now inhale, and I pulled it in. Excuse me. Of course, I was drinking. And let me tell you
Bitch, you was 16. What was you drinking?
I've been drinking since I was like 13. Like 12, 13 years old. I was smoking. I started smoking cigarettes when I was 12.
Mom, turn off the camera. Mom, turn off this because I don't want you to think I hang out with these kind of people. Because I don't.
I started smoking cigarettes when I was 12. And then I started drinking when I was like 13, 14. But...
You want a hug?
No, I don't. It was so...
So she put the coke to put the crack to the pipe to your mouth.
I was drinking.
Uh-huh.
So, I was on one. I was lit. So all it did was sober me up. Like there's some, like people said crackheads chase a high, or maybe I didn't inhale the motherfucker. correctly or something.
So you ain't technically do crack.
I know I wasn't no crackhead and like.
I mean, but you ain't do crack because you ain't really inhale it. So
I don't know if I, but it made me sober.
You had me thinking one of my friends was out here just taking the
No,
world like King
no,
Kong.
no.
No. Move on because.
So yeah, that's what. So that was my experience. That was my experience. So.
Oh wow, I've never done crack.
Huh?
I've never done a hard drug other than like marijuana.
Okay. So.
Shacarri,
they said, girl, you failed the drug test. My sentiments are yours exactly. The rules and regulations are in place for a reason.
Because look at Michael Phelps. The white people still ain't forgive Michael Phelps. But they still ain't forgive him.
But you know what's crazy is the black community kept trying to use that as something to compare. They tried to compare the two, and they didn't do it to Michael Phelps. Listen, people.
He ain't swim.
Would y'all please do your research?
Because my man couldn't even step foot near the pool.
Just running with shit. Y'all hear shit and just run with it. Yo, Michael Phelps had a harsher penalty than Sha'Carri. He got suspended for 3 months.
You know what I want black people to stop doing though? Stop making everything a black thing.
Yes.
Everything doesn't require a black thing.
Yes.
So,
that is so true.
That's a drug dealer calling?
No, it's not a drug dealer. No, it's not a drug dealer.
That's a drug dealer calling?
I'm going to call you back. Make sure you record it. So that was crazy as shit.
The drug dealer calling? Or
no, that person that called me, that call I just got.
That was the person who mom got you on the drugs.
No. That was this little young bull that I got a lot of love for. That's why I answered.
Oh.
I just couldn't hit ignore. Bitch,
I got a lot of love for her. Okay.
So there was Shacarri. Oh, Michael Phelps got 90 days. He got 90 days in, but it just happened. It so happened for him, it wasn't during an Olympic year.
Mm-hmm. And even when he
he lost sponsorships and all of that stuff. Yeah,
like people, shut up. She was wrong.
Please shut up. Please shut your face.
So before you go to the next thing, you made me watch the show called Encore.
Oh my God!
So I watched all 5 episodes.
Isn't it everything?
Nivea.
A whole move.
If you ever see this,
a whole move.
I love you.
Me too, girl.
I'm headed to the laundromat now. I fucking love you.
Yo, she's a whole move.
That girl is something. Nivea.
Yeah, all she wanted some dick.
That's all she wants.
That's dick. All she wanted.
All she wanted some dick in the sing. That's it. If you can't get her neither
dick,
one of them,
sing, and if you know that she stay with a glass of champagne.
A glass of champagne. That's all she wants. a woman of class.
I live for her. I never would have thought that though.
I would have never got that from her. Like she seems like she's very down to earth, very cool. Everyone knows me. Who knows me knows that I'm a diehard Danny King fan.
Okay.
I hate
Aubrey. She don't need.
It's
to be
like
here.
the boobs,
lips.
like the twins don't match. It's the lips.
What about Pam?
Don't talk about Keisha Pam.
Bitch, wait. The first episode when she had that motherfucking mask on, bitch.
Pam said, "I'm not doing that."
I said, bitch, take the fucking mask
Pam
off.
Pam is fucking iconic. Pam is iconic. You're not going to tell me Pam is part of the movement of icons. Not 702. Total. Me, man. You got me. Shrimp fan. Total. Yeah. I don't know about the praying the gay away, but
Pam does not do it for me. Pam
don't do it for you?
Pam, if you're listening,
who do it for you on that show
watching,
then? Who do it for you on that show?
Nivea.
And that's it?
Nivea. Straight up. Nivea.
Right. Them twins?
Yeah, Nivea. So, Pam.
No, you got to say Keisha Pam. You can't just say Pam.
Keisha Pam.
Yeah, give my girl her respect.
What respect does she need when she's up here putting this fake shit out there that she got delivered from being a lesbian?
But some people literally stop being gay after they pray it away.
That's not true. That is not true.
That's up for debate. I can't tell you how to feel. If you feel like God took all the urges for being with the same sex away from you, I can't say that you're lying. Keisha P.M., what the respect
No.
she deserve?
So her putting this stuff out here, people saying that she prayed to gay away and she is no longer gay. That is not real. I'm a smoker, an ex-smoker. Like I just smoke cigarettes, right? I don't smoke cigarettes. The urge to smoke still is in me. And when I have a drink,
Well, maybe
and I get buzzed,
maybe you need to pray about it.
listen, I'm not gonna say she does not do. I'm not gonna say that she does not accuse. I'm not gonna accuse this woman of engaging in lesbian activity. But she still has a desire. And the people that say they prayed it away, I think it's not you. It's the act of not doing it that you've stopped. But the desire, it's still there. It's still there. You just have the willpower, and you praying for strength to not act on it.
So let me ask you this.
Because the enemy wouldn't be the enemy.
Let me ask you this. If you had sex with women prior to having sex with men,
Mm-hmm.
and you no longer have a desire to have sex with women anymore,
Okay.
does that make you any less straight or any less gay or any less bisexual?
If I was having sex with women before I was having sex with men.
Let's say at 16, you was busting it down, opening, laying it low and spreading it wide with the girls.
Come on, Evelyn.
You know, I love a good reference for my old heads. Look, for real. And I guess at 18, you say, all right, you know, I don't really like girls. I was just doing it just because that's what society teaches us.
Okay.
I like men now.
Okay.
And you don't no longer have urges for women.
So chances are you really never had urges for women. And because that's the key thing you said, I was doing it because that's what society told me. And so I was acting on it because I felt like I was trying to force myself to do what society said was right. But now that I'm going on my natural impulse and my natural urge and my natural crave and my natural lust.
Okay. We get it.
Yeah, you like niggas.
I mean,
somebody like me.
I don't think I agree 100% with you, but I'm never going to go back and forth with somebody. If they say, "Oh God took it away from me," girl, I can't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Go back and
tell you
forth
how. I can't tell you how to feel. If you say that's what happened, I don't agree with it. But PM said she ain't gay no more. But she ain't. But sure enough, with Arby rubbing on that damn legs,
like, girl, that's it. That's
was like, I ain't girl.
That's why I know that because if you are not of that, then that girl sitting there and just touching your leg, that would have meant nothing to you.
I don't know, because I'm weird like that too. I don't like to be touched.
So if somebody comes over and put their hand on your shoulder, a woman comes and put her hands on your shoulder.
She got scared the fuck up. Bitch, why you touching me? I'm not no dyke and I'm not no lesbian. Don't fucking touch me. What you touching me
Corey,
for?
if I came over and put my hand on your shoulder, you are not going to feel like I want to sleep with you.
It depends on where we're at.
Oh my God.
If it's Tito's involved. There's a little TT involved. I might be like, all right. I think Trey just made a pass at me. He like a small bag.
Pam, I think you're lying.
Yeah,
y'all can eat me up in the comments if y'all want to. I don't care.
I think Pam is lying. I know Pam is lying.
Yeah,
because you still, once a lesbian, always a lesbian.
She would not have even felt anything.
But Kurt Franklin is not, or Donnie McClurkin, one of them.
Girl, Donnie McClurkin.
He not gay no more.
Yes, he is, and that's why he can't get no fucking wife.
Well, maybe he don't want a wife. He's just busy.
That thing don't rise. I bet you it don't rise to the occasion.
Well, he fucking 70, so I doubt that it rises.
Well,
anyway.
he stopped being supposedly gay way before then.
Well, he was too busy, making hits.
Child, making hits. That means you could have got coochie out the yin yang. You think just because they gospel singers that they don't got groupie fans?
Well, because ain't the word say premarital sex?
Look at Jamal Bryant.
That don't count.
I just feel like I think they're all full of it. And Donnie, he had a girlfriend, but it was still nothing.
You think Uncle Kirk is gay?
No.
You don't think he ever was gay?
No.
Okay.
No. And it's just like, even speaking of that, so let me ask you this. What if you were a woman? I know that's your wildest dream.
I was about to say, tell me more. Tell me more.
So just imagine, right? You were a woman.
Okay.
And you were out on a date with a guy.
Okay.
And nowadays, you really have to just be straightforward when you meet people.
Absolutely.
And you ask me, I'm the guy you're on the date with, and you say, have you ever had any homosexual experiences? And then I reply, and say, yeah, when I was in college, I let this a gay dude give me head, because I was just curious, but it didn't do nothing for me. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like it, so I never did it again. Like, I don't have a desire for that. What is the next thing you're gonna do? Are you gonna continue to date me, or is it an end?
After you wipe the glass of champagne off your face?
You could dance champagne off my
Because
face?
that's something you disclosed when I met you. Like, yo, before this go any further.
Why does that need to be disposed?
Because I don't want to ever be out in the club and somebody be like, oh, I fucked your man. Why I fucked your man dick years ago?
Oh my God, no! I went to college in Virginia. I live in Philly.
The world is small.
It is a small because I went to some people that went to
exactly.
school.
You just never know.
But I just don't think like who's gonna walk around.
I don't think they necessarily make that person gay either. Like, I'm not like when people like, oh, she eat her boyfriend butt. That mean her boyfriend's gay. I don't necessarily think that's gay.
That's not gay.
I mean, I ain't ass, but
you said you ain't.
Bitch, no.
Oh.
I might, is. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's between you and Jesus.
I only is.
Oh, okay.
Bitch, what?
Why? I mean, I'm just saying, okay.
You eat ass?
Oh, huh? Wait a minute, baby. We ain't got to talk about.
Are you giving fellatio from behind? If it's too heavy, let me know.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
We'll say that for the golden glitter. Bitch, we say that for the golden glitter next week.
Oh my God,
I got questions and you got answers. So bitch,
just play Ariana Grande positions.
Oh, bitch, are you nasty girl? Okay.
No, stop, Corey. Stop, Corey. No, stop.
Here I am.
Listen, y'all tune into BET, the Encore.
Yeah,
it is a great show.
It's a good show.
Great show. Let me just tie it back to something else real quick. With Sha'Carri in the Olympics, did you see where they're not allowing the caps?
Yes.
For natural hairstyles.
Okay.
We know it's a black thing.
Well,
I don't
think women of non-color have natural
right.
hairstyles.
So
definitely a black thing.
Yeah.
Definitely, I agree with you 100%. That's definitely a black thing.
I just think they're doing a whole lot around the Olympics and around black people.
So this goes back to like a couple episodes when me and you talked about the Kim Kardashian doing skims, and it being more geared towards women of color because of the shapewear that it holds and that whole aspect. However, with like the swimming, I'm not going against the Olympics. However, some girls with those caps on, they measure in meters or centimeters or whatever at the finish line. The height of that could easily throw off the person next to you that's a tenth of a second behind you. So, I mean, let's just consider all aspects of it. And then not saying that that's why the Olympics did it, but
that's a great point.
But if I'm looking at it in, what other reason would they have to ban it?
They said that it doesn't fit the natural shape of the head. So the headgear is supposed to fit the natural shape of the head. Okay. And what you're saying now, how you just from that perspective,
and
you're
it
probably
could be,
right.
It could definitely be them just bullshitting, you know.
But at the end of the day, they didn't get the application in on time anyways.
Right. Again, this is the black people with the, this is a black thing. Just think about it. Even if they do ban it, that doesn't slow that girl down from swimming as fast as she is. Yeah. Even if they take Shacarri nails off and the orange hair away, she's still fast. Yeah. So let's not focus on the black. Let's focus on getting them to the finish line.
And we slow you down anyway, so they should want.
That's why I was like, I'll be tired. Not that because I don't do it. But when I did do it, I was tired.
That was never my drug of choice.
Well, yeah, we learned.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of pissing hot too, I pissed hot when I was in the military.
Like, what? Are you a rebel or something? What the fuck?
For ecstasy. But you gotta listen.
So no, listen. Were you doing ecstasy or were you not doing ecstasy? Come on, Shacarri. Were you doing it or were you not?
Yeah.
So wait, how does ecstasy come? Is it a pill? Or is it a powder?
A pill.
What does it? I heard ecstasy make you feel like you're in a rave all your life, just like oosh, 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 oosh.
No.
Is that not what it is?
No.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking.
It's kind of like
maybe that's Molly.
The love drug or the love bug. because it makes you
So
feel
you be
real
schooling me.
sensual
You be
and
schooling
real
me.
sexual.
Oh, so that's when you be doing the Ariana Grande.
In your mouth, it make your mouth feel like you want to utilize your mouth, and it's just.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Trying to say
You
that.
keep that shit away from me too.
So yeah, but even under those circumstances, like I had just come from I just came from Iraq a year prior. Turned around, went back to Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, lost a friend in my unit, and then came back from Afghanistan. 7 days later, my brother was murdered.
Right.
And so my world was just
And you were just looking for an escape.
everywhere.
I'm glad you went to drugs and not like something serious like suicide or something like that.
My world was everywhere.
Now I'm glad you went to drugs, but you know what I mean? If I had to...
Speaking of ecstasy and drugs, let's talk about the hot topic that's plaguing the black community.
What's that?
Bill Cosby. I know the last episode I didn't want to give it no life.
I don't have any energy for...
I don't want to give it no life, but I feel like we would do a disservice if we did not just speak to it and speak on it.
Okay.
So you want me to just ramble on and you jump in with me?
Yeah, I'll just crack jokes because it's a fucking joke to me. Oh shit, it's a joke. Wait, before you start, 'cause I meant to send it to you, and I don't know if you sent it to me, and that's where I saw it at. When he was like, "Damn, bitch, we asked to free Britney, and you just gonna give us Bill."
Yo, I seen that all over social media. Yes. Oh my God, I seen it all over social media. Speaking of Britney, her you see her lawyer.
Child, y'all all can quit. Y'all all going down though.
So they getting sued, baby.
Y'all all going down.
Britney
is getting that mind back slowly but surely.
Yeah,
they
gonna get sued.
She coming for everything y'all took from her.
Honestly, I think the state of California is gonna end up getting sued because that's just legal slavery. That's what they're doing to her. That's legal slavery.
White people deserve it. I'm sorry.
Shit.
I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
But I mean, listen. Get a dose of what my ancestors went through.
Jesus.
At least she being controlled by her family. We being controlled by people who don't even know us.
Jesus.
So I mean, just think about it. Bill Cosby.
I'm gonna come back to that. Bill Cosby. The black community is cheering his release. And I understand it.
Okay.
But I don't agree with it. Well, let me say it again. Let me rephrase that. I understand why they're cheering, and I want them to understand also while they're cheering and know the difference.
Okay.
Bill Cosby was released from prison on a technicality. He never should have been in prison.
Okay.
Based upon a deal he struck with a prior prosecutor, which said, "You give me your testimony, we won't prosecute this case any further." He gave his disposition, told on himself, incriminated himself, which he could have just pleaded the fifth. And another prosecutor come in. The Me Too movement is happening. And so, hey, let me make a name for myself and pull this up of, well, forget about the deal that you had already had in place. I'm still going to try you on this.
Right.
And they tried him and put him, and he lost the case. So he went to jail. He went to prison. He never should have been tried because the prosecutors made a deal that we won't prosecute this.
Exactly.
So that's how he got out. Now, just because he got released on a technicality, it does not exonerate him from the crime that he committed.
Whether it was 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 5 years ago, if it was your mom, you would want your mom to have justice too. Regardless.
Exactly. There are 60 women came forward. Let's just say 90% of those women are liars. That means there's still 6 women saying the same thing.
Exactly.
Some of them might be lying, but all 60 of them women are not lying.
It's wild.
It's
wild.
Especially when the man admitted to it.
Wild.
He admitted to it.
And y'all still sleeping fathers.
And they still like, Bill's free, Bill's free.
Now, what I will say is I only was a little excited about it because the Cosby Show is now being put back on certain networks and stuff like that. And I feel like that's what this generation doesn't have. That example of a black mother, black father, same household, raising their children, both successful. Like our generation is, well, not our generation, but the younger generation is loving hip hop.
So that's what I was going to say. But there's a difference. What people with the black community have to understand and recognize, you have to recognize that is Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable. And Bill Cosby is the man who committed sexual assault. He is the man that is a sexual predator. Separate the two.
I don't know Bill. I know Cliff.
The two are two different entities. One is fictional. One is a reality. And it's really generational. The difference is the generational divide. Because the generation that grew up under the Cosby Show and different world, and the people who were influenced to attend HBCUs because of the different world and the Cosby Show, those people are like, free Bill, Bill is freed. Listen, Bill is not exonerated. Bill is a sexual predator. Bill deserves to be in prison. He deserves to be in prison. Okay? That his release does not exonerate him from those crimes that he's committed, and he needs to atone for his sins.
Right.
So the community, I think the excitement where they don't understand it and don't know what to articulate, but we'll use O.J. Simpson and we'll use Bill Cosby. Cosby admitted, so we know for a fact that he's guilty. O.J. wrote a book and said, if I did it.
Well,
but we know where the fingers is pointing
if he did Kris Jenner.
But we celebrated O.J. victory, and now we're celebrating, not we, but they're celebrating Bill.
Right.
What I think has happened, because we have such a bad history with the judicial system and black men being wrong, and the many miscarriages of justice that the black community have suffered under our judicial system. Right. To see a black person or a black man at any time that's able to walk away and not be tried in that system is a celebration.
We'll take anything we can get nowadays.
Yeah, and so we're celebrating that. And that's what we need to understand. That's what people need to make a difference and understand the difference of, it's okay to celebrate the law, the system actually working, and the black man got off. But it does not atone for their sins. It doesn't exonerate them.
To your point,
only one that's exonerated is O.J.
But to your point, is the system really working if he got off on a technicality?
Yes, it's working. It's just that they fucked up.
Or is it the prison was overcrowded?
They fucked up.
COVID, like I just, that whole Bill Cosby thing, it frustrates me. It just really frustrates me because it's just like, I think for me, I'm an avid view. I think because, like you said, I don't differentiate the two from Cliff and Bill.
Yes.
Nigga, you was all I had as a role model growing up. So, you know, the shit just is sad.
And it made me look, because I don't support R. Kelly. I don't want to hear him on the radio.
Really?
I don't want to hear his music.
What?
But you know what? I still want to watch A Different World, and I still want to watch The Cosby Show.
Why don't you want to hear R. Kelly's music?
Because every time I hear his music, it just reminds me of, his music is very sexual. And for him to be a sexual predator, and like even when I listen to Aaliyah music, and then like, you wrote age ain't nothing but a number, going down ain't nothing but a thing, you fucking pervert. You married this little fucking girl. And the shit that it makes me view him differently.
I view him differently too. However, good music is good music.
I can't get into those lyrics.
But
you remind me of my G.
Ew.
I wanna ride.
Butter Love was my
something
joint.
like my car.
That was my joint.
Like, I just can't get into it. I can't enjoy it. So,
I always say if I was a stripper, R. Kelly would be my go-to
you
music.
got that butter love.
Yeah, that would.
See, I know that's and it just it frustrates
But you
me.
know what else?
On top of Bill Cosby, who pissed me off to the third degree,
Pissed a lot of people off.
Phylicia Rashad, girl, why?
Where's your beef with my city?
Why? Did you see what she tweeted?
What did your people my sis? She can't speak her mind.
She tweeted, and no, she can't speak her mind. In her position, she can't speak her mind.
Oh yeah.
In her position,
especially being a dean,
she cannot speak her mind. She should have been released from her position.
No,
I'm gonna tell you why. Because for victims of sexual assault that are on the campus of Howard University, how do you ever think they're going to find comfort and resolve in the dean of this university?
Right.
Knowing that she openly, publicly supported a known sexual predator.
But maybe she have a different view of an opinion. Maybe it's a more broader conversation that
you can't get no. It's an open and shut. He testified. He admitted it.
Yeah, but maybe she just looks at it from a different viewpoint. Like they say, everybody knows a woman who's been raped, but nobody seems to know the rapist.
Okay, so let me ask you this question: if somebody comes up to you and say, "Do you think Trey ever smoked crack?"
I'm like, why was up?
Is it a yes or no answer?
Why was up?
No, I'm asking you, but is it yes or no answer?
If you tell me how I would respond, I would say that's none of your business.
But I've released that. I said that information in the public forum.
Okay.
And somebody comes to you and asks you that. The answer is yes, because I said it out my mouth. I admitted to it.
But that don't mean I don't. That's
when someone shows you who they are, believe them.
That's like, bitch, that's not true.
That is true.
Because that's like somebody saying, okay, Trey's a druggie.
Why?
Because you did drugs once in your life, that makes you a druggie?
There's a difference.
Because you got your butt licked by a girl, that makes you gay?
No.
Because you got you got your dick sucked by a guy and you was half drunk, and does that make you gay?
If there's a repeated pattern.
Okay, and then when you go into repetition, yeah, absolutely. Then
and what he's done,
then you are what they say.
So when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Maya Angelou said, "Believe them the first time." And Oprah said, "Why must one show you 99 times in order for you to get it?"
Well, that's just like sometimes when you're in an abusive relationship.
That's different. That's completely different.
If he disrespected you, bitch,
that's completely different. Leave. That's just like
99 times he didn't beat you up.
Fear. How do you think the Africans were enslaved for all of those years? Fear. So if I put you in front, if you run away, right, and then when you come back, I call all the enslaved people, all of them to the lot or whatever, to the yard, and then what I do is take an axe and I chop your fucking foot off. Now, if you're the enslaved person watching that action, I've instilled fear in you that you're not going to get up and run because you like, oh, hell no. They're not going to take my feet.
I ain't going to run, but a bitch going to scoot. I ain't going to run, but I'm going to scoot to that fucking
But you see what I'm saying? It's fear.
I mean,
I guess. That's why our ancestors were enslaved for so long.
I guess. I mean, I think different strokes with different folks, and people live their life the way they see fit.
Okay.
And what works for them. And maybe it was just easier for her to support him publicly for whatever reason. Maybe he has dirt on her. I
just can't put it.
Maybe like with the industry, it's so messy. You just never know. He might have fucking slipped her a pill for all we know.
Ooh. She said he never did nothing like that to her.
Listen, I know people who say they never been touched before and they've been touched.
I don't know. I really cannot just wrap my hand around Phylicia while you did that. And I really don't think that she should remain in her position. Because...
Well, she can remain there. She's got to remain as Clear, not Phylicia. But I'm just saying.
She is like, and I just think that us as a black community, as black culture, we are the most insane race that exists.
By insane?
Because the process of insanity is repeating the same thing, expecting a different result. And we've been doing the same thing generation to generation to generation to generation and expecting something different now.
Right.
So at what point do we decide to say, oh, now I get it. Maybe I should try to change that.
Complacency. It's complacency. I think even like when you look at like some of these dads in the world, you didn't have a father. You don't know how to be a father. But something should click and say, well, damn, I didn't have this growing up. Let me make sure my kid has this. Or, let me get my son just not on the weekends, but I'm off the day. Let me see if I can go grab my son. Like, I think it's just pattern.
I think I've been following the author, the journalist, Nikole Hannah-Jones, and her situation with the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
Okay.
She authored a project with the New York Times. It's called the 1619 Project.
Okay.
Read that.
It's long, Trey.
Read it though. Read it. It's worth
long.
it. It's a podcast too, where you can put it and just
I can just listen to it. Yeah, because I'd rather just listen to it because I can't read.
And then one day we're going to talk about it.
It was like 17.
One day we'll talk about it. But with the journalist, she's a night crown, which that is professor at UNC,
right?
Chapel Hill. What that position is basically you can work in your field. She's an active journalist, but also work in academia. I think a lot of fields you can't practice in the field and work in academia.
Okay.
So she took the position. The position comes with automatic tenure. So tenure is you a lifetime appointment you have a lifetime job with the university. So when it came up for her tenure, she was denied. This has been going on since the 80s, and this is the first time somebody was denied, first woman of color to be denied this. And she's the first woman of color in the position.
And why was she there? Did they say why?
They didn't have a reason. They couldn't give a reason. I'm going to tell you why. Because she authored the 1619 Project. It's political. It was political.
But is there like a clause in her contract that says X, like you can't do X, Y, and Z?
Nope.
Because some jobs will be like, oh yeah, you can work here, but we need to follow you on social media or X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. So no, it's so deep. The 1619 Project is so deep. It is the foundation of what there's a curriculum that's been created for K through 12th grade to be taught in schools. That's why a lot of states are now banning critical race theory, because the 1619 Project reshapes, it reframes slavery from what we know it as,
right? And
it brings it from when the first slave ship arrived in 1619, which was before the Mayflower got here in 1620. So the slaves was here before. It reshapes, it reframes it. And they're in the right wing is pissed off about it. Pissed. So we gotta read it and we gotta discuss it. And shout out to Meghan McCain.
Oh,
the bitch is finally leaving The View.
Thank God. Whoa!
I think she leaving. They think she's leaving on her own. It may seem like she's leaving on her own. No, Whoopi sick of that bitch. Whoopi sick of her. Girl.
Joy is sick
Joy
of her.
been sick
Joy
of her.
is sick
Joy
of her. Bitch,
sick of her.
If it is Joy, it's one bitch I don't want to go on the bedside of.
Yo,
that's
yes. I love when we do this. I have a big announcement next week. So make sure that y'all are locked in.
Keep your ear to the street.
Tuned in for this announcement. I'm so excited I can almost fucking spit.
And before y'all ask me, no, I do not know what the announcement is. I'm just as fucking clueless as you guys. I'm just here.
I have a really big announcement. I'm so excited to share it with you all. But I think that we can wrap at this point, because if we go any further, it's going to be a whole nother hour. Corey, thank you for taking up this space with me. I love you and I appreciate you.
I love you back.
To y'all, stay tuned. Upfront with Trey Real. Trey Real out.
That's my heart beating.